Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video, you see the title, we are going to be speaking about Camila Cabello. I'm going to be giving my thoughts on her and her music and just where I feel like I'm at with her at this point. If you're interested in her, female rap, pop, conspiracy theories, trending topics, my popular opinions, whatever I feel like getting into for real, go on ahead and subscribe and let's get into this video. Okay, y'all, so this is like a rant and ramble style video. Sometimes I do this where I just give my thoughts and opinions on something. It's not clear, concise, clear cut, transitions, all this crap. No. I'm just talking based on how I feel about something. I just wanted to give my opinions on Camila Cabello in terms of music and just like kind of comparing how I feel about her music now compared to the music she was putting out a few years ago, and just how it's just not the same. It's not the same. Like, it's just like not hitting the same. It's not hitting the same. And it's not to crap on CXOXO entirely, because I did a review of the album. I actually still listen to the album. I listen to it weekly. There are a few singles off of the album that I really like that I still listen to, like Did County Dreamin', June Gloom. Those are my top two, to be honest with you. There's probably like 3 songs off the album that I stream regularly. So it's not to necessarily crap on the album. I'm just talking about like her music in totality right now, like the album as a whole, in comparison to the album she's put out in the past and also the singles she's put out in the past. It's just not hitting the same. Like, I feel like she was trying to go for a certain approach with this whole era and album, like this alternative, hyper pop leaning, R&B infused, grungy feel. Like, I feel like she was trying to do a lot of things with it and then give it like this edgy, grungy feel, but it didn't really translate to me. Like, I feel like it was an attempt made to be grungy and aesthetic, but it didn't necessarily work in terms of like convincing the general public that this is the new Camila. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it came off a little bit forced, whereas Brat came off as the electro pop, hyper pop, grungy, dirty girl aesthetic that everybody kind of believes. And Charlie XCX has always been, 365 party girl. Like, she yeah, 365 is a new song from Brat, but Charlie XCX has always kind of encapsulated this energy. And I think that Camila Cabello was kind of straying away from like the clean girl aesthetic with this album and trying to give more of that grunge. I don't care, I'm a party girl. I'm going to party until 4 a.m., probably fall asleep on the parking lot floor, wake up in somebody's bed, not know how I got there. Like, it's giving very much like that, but she tried to execute it, but it didn't really land that well. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was believable to people. But that, and also when you just compare CXOXO to her old work and her old singles, it's like, huh? Like, I really kind of do miss the Havana days. I really kind of do miss like My Oh My featuring the baby kind of vibes. I really do miss Never Be the Same. Never Be the Same was such a bop, y'all. Like, nicotine, heroin, morphine. Suddenly I'm a fiend, and you really, like, yes. Like, those eras in time were kind of giving everything that needed to be gave. And it felt like Camila, if that makes sense. Not that we know her personally at all, but whatever she was doing, whatever vibe she was going and working for at that time, it seemed to fit her a lot better. It seemed to make sense for her a lot better. It seemed to flow a lot more naturally. And yeah, on top of the music and also the aesthetic, I just don't think that it's flowing that naturally to people with this whole new XO, whatever the hell thing. And I wonder where she's gonna go next with this. I wonder if this is like an aesthetic she's gonna keep up throughout her next eras, or is she gonna completely change? You know, it would be wild if she completely changed again and did like a whole different aesthetic, like for the next era. That was another polar opposite from this representation. So I don't know what Camila's gonna do next. Honestly, I'm curious to know. But yeah, like, I was just thinking about her old albums, like even Familia. I didn't even care for Familia like that, but even Familia, like her past eras to me, just something about them just hit different. There was a little specialness to it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with this era, she was trying to create this specialness that didn't really resonate. And when albums like Brat are out and images like Charlie XCX are out, people are more inclined to believe that. You know what I'm saying? It comes off more natural, you know what I mean? And somebody's probably gonna say like CXOXO isn't getting the perception that it should because of Camila's past like tweets and past Tumblr page and all of that stuff. I mean, no doubt, I'm sure there are a lot of people who chose not to support Camila simply off that alone. But I feel like it wasn't even necessarily that for real in this case. It was more so the music just was okay in comparison to some of her previous work. I feel like that was the main conversation that was being had around this era, not really so much her Tumblr or anything like that. I feel like if Camila, basically what I'm trying to say is that I feel like if Camila puts out a good album, like a really good, like an undeniably good album, like short and sweet, or like an album that's like undeniably a hit, right? If she puts out a good album like that, I don't feel like nobody is really going to care about her past Tumblr, if I'm going to be honest. Because people ignore certain stuff when the music is good. People ignore certain stuff about their faves when they put out music that is undeniably a hit. And if you don't have music that's undeniably a hit at the time, I don't think any singles from this album are charting, by the way, for her. Then people are gonna pull up tweets. People are gonna be, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be more focused on the drama that has to do with you than the music. But if the music is so good, people will push the drama aside. You know what I mean? They'll overlook it for the sake of the tunes. Okay, so yeah, I feel like she just needs to. I don't know. What y'all think she needs to do? Um, I mean, she's fine. She's getting her money. She's doing her thing, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? She's performing. She's at festivals. She's at shows. She's doing stuff. Yeah, she's doing her thing. But I think Camila's OG original aesthetic is really her bag, for real, for real. Not to say you shouldn't evolve or change how you do things or whatever, but whatever she's trying to do now clearly isn't working. So I feel like her OG aesthetic that everybody knows her for is good enough. It's good enough. She doesn't have to like do too much crazy stuff, in my opinion, or try to be like grungy and aesthetic in order to, have good music and, you know what I'm saying, have eyes on her. I really don't think it's necessary per se. She's good on doing the stuff that she's been doing. Like, I don't even care for Don't Go Yet like that, but that song even is pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of feels like Camila Cabello. So anyway, those are just my thoughts, ranting and rambling. Let me know what you guys want me to like rant and ramble about. I like making videos where I'm just talking about my opinion on something, than not having like, screenshots and comments and, blog posts and, just me talking about something that I have an opinion on. And that's it. So yeah, I love y'all to death and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.